Everybody, Joleen Lunzer! Welcome to Very Funny, Joleen Lunzer!
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to Married to Bravo. If you are joining us live, make sure you smash that like. If you want to support the channel, Super Chat is a great way to do it while we're live. We'll highlight your comment. Otherwise, you can check out our Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, all linked below, as well as our Patreon and our YouTube membership. If you're watching later, make sure you leave a comment below the video. And feel free to send us a super thanks if you like what you see. Otherwise, just smash that like, sit back and relax. We're going to be talking about the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Season 3, Episode 12, White Lies and Black Eyes. And I am here with the one and only Nana.
Hi, everyone. I look real pale tonight, don't I?
Well, you put on that red lip, so it's good.
Okay, better.
Yep. You look good. You look good, Nana. Evelyn, thank you so much. Hello. Evelyn also sent me a gift off my Amazon wish list. She sent me a gift card. So thank you so much, Evelyn.
How nice.
I got that today and I was so excited. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Isn't that nice? Wow.
Right?
I know all the gifts I got. I just can't get over it. It's been just wonderful.
It's been so wonderful. I like your top, Nana. It's cute.
Well, do you think you like it, or do you think it looks kind of really old? When I say too old, ladyish. Well, don't look
No.
now.
I don't think it's old ladyish. I think it looks really hip and cool. It looks like
thought-
something Meredith would wear.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
My family? Okay. My family. Yes, I got it at Target Boutique. Clearance.
Oh, what brand?
Let's see.
Well, don't take your top off.
XL.
Okay. The brand is XL. Is it Friday? It's not Friday, but Nana and I decided to, since we missed last week, we would go live right after the episode aired in the Central Time. And now that I have, I'm trying out YouTube TV live instead of Hulu live. So I can change my location because I have a VPN to Minnesota so that I can watch the TV shows when you watch the TV shows. So hopefully that'll work.
Oh, really? Is that what VPN?
VPN, Nana.
Really? I thought what?
VPN.
Oh.
Nana's cheating on Kohl's. Yes, she is. Yes, she is.
Honey, I had to get a few things. You know how you just go for one thing? Now I just wanted a couple protein drinks, and what else was I going to get? Oh, and some kind of, I don't know, something for Christmas. So I went to Target, and I love Target. But serious as a heart attack. I mean, 2:27 later. And I said to the kid, you know, they get bored standing behind the cashier. I go, cash register. I go, okay, here's what we're doing. I did it in my head. So let's see how close I get. I said $272. And he goes, okay. I go, see, I really like Drew Carey. He goes, yeah, that's a good show. So he understood Drew Carey. Okay.
Okay.
So it came up to 227. And I said, well, I got it right. He said, no, you said 272. I said, I'm dyslexic. Okay, good.
Dysnumera, I think that is.
What is it called?
I don't know, actually.
Dysnumera?
I don't know.
Well,
Yeah,
God bless
like
you.
Something like that. So happy holidays, everyone. Hopefully you're staying warm. Nana's about to get a blizzard. So I'm sure she will mention that.
We already are. It's already, yeah, it's coming, kids, because we got all snow all day today. We had 2 friends that stopped over tonight. It was so nice. We haven't had any company at all. So it was really nice to see them. It was a surprise.
Nice.
And look what she brought me. Nun's having fun. And it's so cute. And it, you know, she goes, now don't break it because it's a monkey's album. I said, shut up. So it's a calendar for 2023. I just got done saying I didn't have one, and it's just as cute as can be. Each one has different nuns.
Michelle's auntie is a nun.
Yes, I
You haven't met her though.
I have not met her. I would love to meet her.
Mhm.
And
You have
does
a
she
lot
go
to
by
talk to her about.
Sister Mary or does Sister?
No, they're not all named Sister Mary, I don't think. I think they have other names. So
Oh, it's not Sister Mary Elephant or Sister Mary. Okay.
I'm not
That
sure.
was
Actually, I
a
don't know what her nun name is.
okay. What's your nun name?
We don't
None
know.
of your business. Okay, here we go.
None your business. Sister, none your business.
None your
Okay.
business. Okay.
Okay, so while Nana waits for the blizzard to start, let's get into this episode. Now, we didn't get to cover last week's episode, so we'll just briefly maybe hit on the big news, which was, Heather humping Jen, the drunkenness,
Oh,
the Marilyn Monroe
I just
wigs and
didn't. Yes,
party.
that was High Heels and High Seas. Was it that
Yep.
one? Season
No,
3.
I don't think so. That was the one before.
All
Uh-oh, we
right.
might not have Nana notes, but that's
I
okay.
do. Yes, I do.
Oh, she does. Okay, I
Oh,
apologize.
that's all right.
Smash that like while we're getting our Nana notes. You guys, let us know all your thoughts and opinions in the chat as we go over this episode. We love to hear from you guys. And if you haven't already, follow us on social media at married2bravo on Instagram and at Joleen Lunzer on Instagram as well.
That's so nice, and I love the way you say it. I can always tell that you're very well spoken. High Stakes and Friendship Break, Season 3, Episode 11. So we're just going to hit on the highlights here.
Yeah, because we got to get into this new episode because this one was like, what the hell?
Well, okay, yeah, and we'll get
Let's just
into
get
that
into
one.
11. Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll just get into 11 right now.
Yeah.
Heather and Lisa, yeah. Heather and Lisa come together to address Jen's behavior. But the conversation comes to a halt. Jen reveals information about her mental health. She can bring the room right to a halt is right. She mentions that she's having trouble with her depression and that she tried to commit suicide. Coach took her to the hospital. She didn't do it. And I'm sure that coach was relieved.
Mhm.
And what other fun things happen? Shows the boats, activities, shoes overboard. They went over that again. They just keep going back and forth over the same thing. This is cringy. It's a cringy picture to me, only because they're not in love. Two women together is not cringy, but when it's Heather and Jen, then it is.
Okay.
Jen has
Okay.
all these gifts for everyone, like she always does. Let's see. Looking for the queen of the castle, Heather, Jen, and Angie K are on Team Blue. That was kind of funny. Whitney, Lisa, and Meredith, and Dana. They were Team Yellow. They cheat. Okay. I mean, Lisa cheated. Was it Lisa or was it Whitney? Which one? No, Whitney. Was it Whitney? All right.
I
I'll
think
say.
Jen cheated too. There was a lot of cheating.
I mean, if you're going to
Whitney's team
win,
won.
yeah, come on. They're going to be judged on Sandcastle's building, and Whitney came over and took their castle down. So it was Whitney, and she just kind of kicked it around. Then they had gunny sack races, and then these bubble things that they were in, and they'd knock each other down. It was really silly. And I always call these, and so does everybody else. I didn't think of the word fillers. Because when they have nothing to say, they try to fill in something. And this season, right now, they're trying too hard to have fun. Do you agree?
No.
Okay.
There's so much. I don't know. Not really, because they're not really having that much fun. I mean, they have to do their activities when they're on the trips, but I feel like the activities are not lasting too long where it's annoying, and we're getting right to these dinners where the drama is ensuing. But when we get to the next episode, I'll tell you that I'm a little frustrated. But
okay, and I know why, and so am I.
okay.
I do know why. Oh wait, I know. And who is grabbing her boobies here? Is this Jen?
Yep, Jen
That's
pushing her
right. Oh,
boobs. So they
that's
get
right.
back. So they go. Let's get into the Marilyn Monroe dinner and what they fought about. They all dressed as Marilyn Monroe,
And that
they
was
got into
kind of
fights.
sad. That was kind of sad. I mean,
Okay.
granted,
Nana thought it was sad.
It was just cheap little wigs. Some of them looked better than others in the wigs.
Okay.
Jen goes again to talk at the Marilyn Monroe dinner togetherness about her almost committing suicide. She had to bring it up. She really knows how to bring a room up.
Yeah, she was really, I feel like, weaponizing that and kind of using it so that no one could talk or call her out on anything. And it's like, oh, all right.
Well, it's just disgusting. I mean, if I want to see fake little boobies, I mean, that's all they were doing is kind of, I don't know. So Whitney's delivering the wigs. They get all dressed up. They're trying to be Marilyn.
Get us to the dinner, Nana. Come on.
I'm trying. Jen throws it out that she attempted suicide. Okay, we got that. Whitney
How
tells
many times are you
Heather.
going to say that? Or
Well-
demonetized by now?
No, this is how many times she was saying it, though. They'd
Oh my
come to
God.
another group or they'd come to another thing and she'd
Okay,
say
so
it all
Jen
over
wanted
again.
to hurt herself and she went to the hospital. She's okay. And now we're at the dinner. We get to the dinner and right away somebody brings up, I'm not sure the first person, but it starts this, or no, it's Whitney. They want to know, like, Whitney's like, what did you guys talk about, Jen and Meredith? And Lisa, like, I want to, like, what did you guys talk about when you were off talking, you know, when they went to this restaurant? And she just asked like once, and then Jen's like, fine, if you're gonna just roast me over the coals or whatever, she said, rake me over the coals, if you're just gonna interrogate me, I guess I have to say it. Like, I don't want to say it. She blew up at Whitney. It was so ridiculous. That transferred over to Whitney and Heather having it out in front of the whole group. And Heather has like no empathy at all for Whitney, but all the empathy for Jen, which continues to be very frustrating. And then Meredith calls Whitney out. Well, I heard that you said to my husband and this person and that person and the neighbor that I started this rumor about Lisa. But Whitney does feel like Meredith puts out this stuff. And then she is like, she gets other people to say it. Okay, Nana, we're not talking about the blizzard. I see you highlighting. We already highlighted it. We're not talking about the blizzard, Nana.
We're not, you guys, just so you know,
we're
not talking about the blizzard. Attention, we're not talking about the blizzard.
We can talk about it at the end. How about that? Okay, I knew it. That's why I already highlighted Linda's comments. I'm like, she's going to pull it up because anytime Linda leaves a comment, she highlights it, and then we have to talk about it, and we will. I promise we'll get there. I promise we'll get there, Nana. Okay. So,
okay, can I just say one thing?
So follow me though. Stay with me.
I'm going to. I'm staying right with you. I'm right there. I'm there for you.
Okay. Sorry. Go ahead. What were you going to say?
We're not talking about the blizzard.
Oh my God. She's going to roast me about this. We're not.
You know,
mother-daughter.
I did you get sick of Whitney saying to Heather, you're not listening to me, Heather?
Yes.
Well, then speak up, Whitney, and say what you mean. I know she has a hard time. She really wasn't, honey. She was going all around it, and she wasn't just getting her big girl pants on and her big girl voice and saying it.
See, I disagree. I think that was more of a Jen Shaw because they yell at each other. And Whitney is coming from a place of like, I do have a little empathy for her. You know, she's coming from this place of she's trying to process this trauma that happened to her. And she didn't feel like she had a voice in that and pushed it down. And now she's like, don't want to have to scream to talk to people who care about me. I want to, you know, I want you to just be able to talk to me. And the way Heather kind of ignored her and dismissed her, and it just seemed very bullyish to me. I didn't like it.
I feel
Let
bad.
us know what you guys think in the chat, but I didn't like it.
You know, you guys, sometimes I feel bad for Whitney too. And Heather is a different person. This particular few episodes, she's a different person. And I'm not sure I like this person. Heather used to have a lot more compassion for people. And that's what we loved about her because the rest of them didn't have any. I didn't think. And so, Heather, you're losing that. And
maybe Jen's ruined her.
Well,
Jen and Meredith, or that friendship has kind of, or maybe this is how Heather operates.
I don't think Heather had a clear place where she wanted to go with this. And I think that maybe you're right. It's, you know, you're judged by who you're hanging around with, just like junior high. And I don't know. Nobody wants to see, I mean, they want to look at each other's boobs. That's fine. But they get so damn drunk. Okay.
So they were so damn drunk. So I had to play back this fight a few times because it was hard to follow everyone who was talking and saying it just wasn't that clear. And with them being dismissive of Whitney and her, I think it's easy for them because of her voice, because she's younger, because they don't really see her as an equal yet on the cast. I really don't think any of them do. They've always kind of maybe looked down at her a little bit. That's the vibe I get. And so it was frustrating because I'm like, what are we talking about? What's happening here, there, everywhere? And then they leave. They decide to table it. They go to the club. They club it up, but there's a definite divide in the friend group. And then we get back to the house, and they're wasty, especially Heather and Jen. And like Nana said, it was tits out for the boys. I said tits out for the boys. Meredith's just like, my family. I can't take off my top for my family. And then Lisa goes to bed, seemingly,
Yes.
Whitney goes to bed. Angie K stays up. I think Dana might have stayed up with them too. We see them going back and forth outside. It's like 4 a.m. and they're going into Heather's casita. And then boom, cut to the next episode. And we're already in tonight's episode. And tonight's episode started where that left off the night before. However, it started 7 hours later when Heather calls Jen or texts her and says, come to my room. I need you. She's like, I have a problem. Can you come to my room? I'm serious. And she's like, coming now. Okay.
But don't you find it? Okay. I found it odd that she called Jen first. This is a couple hours later, isn't it? I mean, they were up till 4:30
hours later.
It can't be.
Yeah, that's what
I know, but I didn't think it was. I know, but not much. I didn't think it was 7 hours.
Is like they did not sleep 7 hours, but however long they slept, it's hours later. Let's say 5 hours later. Okay. So she's over there, and we learn later, Heather's like, I would normally call Whitney because she's my closest person, but since we're not on good terms, I called Jen. So she calls Jen, and Jen's like, what? What's up? Jen hasn't washed off her makeup from the night before. She's already greeted Meredith in the house. And she's like, what's going on? She finds Whitney's or Heather's wig on the ground from the Marilyn Monroe. And she's like, hey girl, puts it on her head. What's happening? Are they sentencing me to prison yet? And Heather's like, not yet, girl. Okay. And then Heather says, I have to show you something.
It looked horrendous, didn't it?
Horrendous. Yes.
It is.
Horrendous.
It is. It's almost like, okay, I'm going to give you the 7 hours back, okay? Because I don't think anything would turn that purple in that short a period of time. So if they're saying they went to bed at 4:30.
Did you go to nursing and doctor school?
Yes, I did. I played a doctor on TV. Thank you. But I don't think it would turn that purple that quick, like a 2-hour thing. But I don't like the way they're playing this. And I know you don't either.
No, I hate it.
I do too. Say what it is. This is the 4th episode. They're bringing it up. Stop it. Stop
Bravo's
it.
totally playing us, just Kelly. Yeah, they have the footage, but they're dragging the story out. Not a good look. So Jen Shah's like, what happened? And Heather goes, I don't want to talk about it. But so the whole episode, it's Heather going, I don't want to talk about it. I know, but let's devise a plan where we don't know. And Jen Shah's like, okay, we don't know then. All right, here's some scenarios. You got hit by the door. You fell down while picking your toenails. You went on a bad Tinder date. I was like, oh God, that
was really nasty. And what about the spider bites? What spiders?
Yeah, spiders are laying eggs in her eye. Jen Shah tried to say, but it's not only her eye. She's also has scrapes or cuts on her arms.
And scratches on her back, she said.
So as you can kind of see it here on her arm and the scratches and that. So then they're like, let's call Meredith. So they call Meredith in, and Jen and Heather have now agreed to not say anything and to make up a story. But Jen at this point is acting like she doesn't know what happened either. So I'm thinking, were they both that drunk? But then Heather says she knows what happened, but she can't talk about it. So let's make up a story. So then they call in Meredith. Okay. So they're devising their little plan. And then they call in Meredith, and Meredith's like, what's up? Is that about my family? You're upsetting me. Is this about my family? And I don't know why these pictures aren't loading.
How did you like Meredith when she came in? Now, what are those things that she puts under her eyes? They're patches for puffiness?
Yeah, you've seen me wear those. They like help with tired eyes, stuff like that.
But usually I thought they were a little different. These look like those things you put in your shoes to get a little lift.
No, They're
See?
just
Look
like
at.
to untie her. Yeah, they're normal. Her face
Oh,
is small,
okay.
so she's probably wearing bigger ones. But yeah, it's just to get over the puffiness and stuff. And when you're tired, and it's just a good thing. They'll wake me up under the eyes. And so Meredith's like, they show her the eyes. Meredith's like, what happened? Oh my God. And Heather's like, I don't know. She's like, you don't know? My family, you don't know? And she's like, I don't. So then Jen Shaw leaves and she says, okay, you take care of her. And then Meredith starts asking Heather, like, do you know what happened? And then Heather insinuates again, she knows what happens, but she can't say because she has to protect someone. But who is she protecting? And the only person we could think is probably who would hit Heather right now, or what storyline would this follow? It would be Jen Shaw because she's got up in everybody's face. Lisa Barlow, but I don't think Lisa Barlow would hit Heather right now, or her and Whitney got into a squabble. But
I
it
don't think
looks
it
as
was
though,
Whitney.
yeah, Whitney and Heather, or Whitney and Lisa were in bed. Dana and Angie K are as dumbfounded as everybody else. It's got to be Jen Shaw because Jen Shaw was acting a little sus.
I think so too. And when you look at her fingernails and the scratches on her arm, I guess I didn't really look at the other lady's
Dana's
fingernails.
SVUing it. I think
Well,
they all
really,
have.
but
A
not
lot of
like
them have
that.
nails.
Hers are really sharp and stuff. Were they having unprotected sex? That's what I thought right away.
You think you get black eyes and scrapes on your arms for unprotected sex? No, you get herpes, Nana. You don't get.
Oh
You
yeah.
get gonorrhea.
I told you the
Oh
wrong
my.
thing.
That's
Oh,
what you would tell me as a kid
okay.
to scare me. You're gonna get a black eye and scratches on your arms. No raw dogging. No, I don't think they were raw dogging. I think
You don't
something
think
went
that?
down.
Hmm.
High Vibe, put it in the chat. What do you guys think? High Vibe says Whitney's sucker punched Heather, but Whitney, this would surprise me out of Whitney just because she wasn't that drunk when they got back, and she's just getting out of a violent thing herself or processing it from her childhood, and she was genuinely, seemingly concerned. I mean, unless she's a great actress, she seemed like she was sick to her stomach because she was holding her stomach when Heather ultimately went into the main house and told the rest of the ladies, but didn't really tell them anything, and they're just like, huh? And Whitney seemed very upset. I would say the person
Yes.
acting the most sus is Jen Shaw, but then did Heather do it to herself? Because they're like, who are you protecting? And she said, myself. But that could have multiple meanings. So this is some kind of
No.
weird whodunit, and we're in 2 episodes deep, and we're in 12 episodes of the season. And just tell us.
Carolyn, I agree with you. She says, I think Jen did it. Just watching their mannerisms.
Yes.
I agree. I think
Jen
it's
was
Jen
staying
too.
really close to her.
But I mean, were they wrestling? Something was going on that, I mean, they were putting their boobs up
Yes.
to each other before.
They were being very physical already. So maybe
Yes.
one of Jen's tits hit her in the eye, knocked her out onto a tree where she scraped herself, or maybe Jen has sharp boobs.
Maybe Jen does have sharp tatas.
And then they had unprotected sex, like Nana said.
And I think they had unprotected sex. And I think, this is a guess.
And they're
but
not
I
in
think,
love. And that's what happens when you have sex and you're not in love. You get a black
That's
eye.
right. That's right.
Yep.
And I think Heather was wearing those same shoes. And I think the shoes came back and hit her in the eye.
Oh, yes. Or the shoes came out of the ocean. They went back to the ocean to get the shoes.
That's right.
And she got hit by a boat.
Nope. And she hit her with the shoes. She had to hit her with the shoes. What else did she do?
No, below deck people were coming in the boat. They tried to get out of the way. Captain Sandy, Randy, and Dandy, and they hit Heather gay in the eye. So, yeah, for Heather, Marcus says this is a perfect distraction. We want to hear your conspiracy theories in the chat.
I like this.
From what she got called out for by Whitney. Banana hammock sprang off with a vengeance. Okay. So they invited some guys, right? And maybe it was Hercules and Zeusy, who we see later at the at the dinner. Maybe they came over. They're like, "Hey, we'll pay you." They're like, "Okay, we like money." They come over in banana hammocks. They take it off. Heather Gay's all up in it because we know she likes a banana, and she
does.
Hit in the eye, and she's scared they're gonna think these dudes did it on purpose, but they couldn't help it. Their packages just didn't fit in the size banana hammock they got them.
That's right. She likes to get her meal straight, and she likes a nice banana. I don't blame her.
Right? I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But you got to be in love. And you got to use protection, Nana says. Otherwise, it's going to be
You
a
really
problem.
do. But
Mhm.
you say possibly Heather could have done this herself, scratching here. But how do
She
you
was
scratch
wasted.
your own back?
Oh God, in my drinking days, I could scratch everything. I would wake up with bruises and be like, what did I do? Falling, because if someone's let's say she got up, she's falling down drunk, you fall backwards, you scrape yourself, you're rolling
Oh,
around on glass. The police are there. Just me? Just me? You
too
know what I'm
soon.
saying? Too soon. 10 years too soon. Princess
10 years
Poundcake
too soon.
says, door slammed in her face or fell on a coffee table.
Oh, well, you know what? Well, it just, I mean, oh God, that was just such a nasty bruise, wasn't it?
Oh, and it was
Just,
so, and Jen's like, oh, we should get some ice. Jen wasn't as concerned as everybody else. Everyone else was like concerned, and Jen's just like, oh. So that
I
makes me
just,
pause at her. And then, just like Whitney said, is she protecting Jen because her sentencing's coming up?
I know, I know.
And so even if it wasn't intentional, they were just like drunk and wrestling, or they were boob to boob and one of the boobs hit her and then the other boob scratched her. She has like, sharp areolas. That's a thing. And Heather is saying she has to protect herself, which makes me think it's Jen.
I didn't understand. I didn't understand when she said that. I have to protect myself. I didn't understand that. She has to protect herself. I
Yes, and
wasn't,
Jen said, don't leave her alone, Nana, or something. She did. Like, don't
yes,
leave her
that's true.
alone.
When she left her with Meredith,
Yeah. Whitney's,
said
yep.
that.
High Vibe said, but Whitney is more of a fighter. Jen yells a lot and she's smaller. I can see Whitney losing it. I thought it was going to be a Whitney Heather, but the way Whitney reacted, I mean, that's pretty good acting, because I believed her, because also coming out of the situation she's in with
I
trying to process this childhood stuff.
Well, and then let's go to that childhood stuff for just a minute. We never really did find out. She never really came forward with,
Well, she did, but not with the specifics of it,
okay, all right.
because it's new. But I thought Whitney was acting kind of like, what? And Dana. And she was like, Jen, because they were like, it's not okay. Everybody was basically saying this is not okay except for Jen.
Right,
We didn't get
right.
any confessionals of Jen saying this is not okay. We got Meredith even talking to her going, whatever happened to you, it's not okay. And we know Meredith isn't going to do something like this. It's just not in her
No,
wheelhouse of skills. You know what I mean?
no,
She
no.
will rip your dress. She will hold a grudge the rest of your life and then drag you at your funeral. But she is not going to do this. Lisa Barlow, she's a little brawler, but she's got no reason. And she wasn't drunk
No,
enough. And Whitney, I mean, I just feel like she was also very like, this is wrong if somebody hurt you.
yes. No, I
So I
can't.
don't believe it's her. I don't know enough about Angie K, but I just don't see that happening if Jen can pour water
No,
over her. And why would she want to protect her? The only person she would really want to protect is probably Jen Shaw.
I know. And I don't understand that. I thought she was rid of Jen Shaw. Find another Heather Gay. What happened to that? Why did we come back in Jen's fold again? I don't get
Yeah,
that.
exactly. Heather's
Um,
always coming back to her, and Heather's always making exceptions and excuses, I think, for Jen Shaw. She doesn't really hold, she doesn't
right.
really stand up to her like she does other people. Jen Shaw would be screaming at Heather for not calling someone out. She would yes,
Oh,
oh, good point, Monica. You're
I
right.
like that.
Jen would, she cannot not know. My favorite part of the episode, do you want to guess what it is, Nana?
Yes. Can I just read what Monica wrote first, though? I don't read as fast as you.
Jen Shaw would be screaming at Heather for not calling someone out. She would demand to know what happened, which is
There you
true.
go.
She would. Okay, try to guess my favorite. You guys put it in the chat. What, maybe it's the same as yours. My favorite part of tonight's episode, because this episode frustrated me just like Nana, because they did not give us the exact answer of how Heather got this black eye and these scratches. But I did have a favorite part.
Okay. I know it wasn't when the boys came out holding Angie because Angie was putting on the dinner. I know it wasn't that.
Nope, it was not that.
I know it wasn't when they had the go-karts. I thought it might be when they put on the roller skates because you used to love roller skating. But the final piece of this was when she
Okay.
talked to the producer. I think that was your favorite part.
No, but good guesses. I did like the roller skating part because it reminded me when I was in 7th grade and maybe 6th grade. I don't remember. I think 7th. We went roller skating every Friday night. So I was like, yes, Lisa Barlow. Yes. Trish,
Yes.
Tess knows me. Lisa in car talking about her dress. I loved that Heather knew that if she got in the go-kart with Lisa, was the one to pick to go in the go-kart with, because Lisa wouldn't ask her anything about herself. And so it was great editing. They cut to all the other ladies in their go-karts. And they're
Oh,
just like, what happened to
yes.
Jen, or what happened to Heather? What's Heather's eye? And there's Lisa Barlow not even caring, right next to what everyone wants to know. How did she get this black eye? And Lisa's like, oh my God. And then I have this dress. And John said not to get the dress. John Barlow was like, that's too much money. But I was like, is it too much money? And then I drank 7 Diet Cokes. I felt like I was going to throw up, but I didn't. And I looked great in my dress. And it was actually a decent deal. And she was just going on about herself. And I was like, that's so Lisa. I love
That
it.
is, you're right. You're right. And I should have grabbed that. And who got that for you?
Tess did. Shout out
Tess.
to Tess.
That was very
Yep.
good. Tess. That was very
This
good.
is low key Who Shot JR. Like, why can't she tell us who it is?
It's so, I mean, and we just thought, okay, now next week for sure we'll find out.
Yep.
Oh, but next week we'll for sure, because they're leading with it. This is so sad. And I thought Heather had more chutzpah than this and wouldn't fall for these goofy little games about I can't tell you. And even talking to the producer, I know I'm running ahead, but that one drove me crazy.
Oh my
Like,
God. And I'm sure production is, do they know, how come the cameras are always down when the good stuff happens? This has got to be like Big Brother, like footage. Andy Cohen needs to know. Someone put it out there today,
come
I think
on.
on Twitter or on Instagram, like every Sprinter van has to have a camera at all times. You have, when these women are filming, you got to have someone with them 24/7, some kind of
Yes.
like, like Big Brother type situation with live feeds where we can catch this stuff, because we can't be letting them get away with all this cryptic mess. Like Adana was saying earlier, it's like Crystal from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills not saying what Sutton said. It just makes us think the worst. So yeah, we're thinking the worst. Jen's
Right.
boob beat up Heather Gay's eye.
Well, they keep showing Jen, they weren't showing the other women's hands, but they kept showing Jen's hands with those long, sharp nails. That's all I'm saying. I really think it's.
Aaron says, can you believe the 50+ pages Jen's attorneys turned into court this week, begging for a short prison sentence? It included how much she helps the elderly. Didn't she scam the elderly? Including during taking them or driving them to the doctors. What the H? Oh my God. Didn't she ask for like 3 years?
Yes.
Something?
Shame on you for 3 years.
Oh my God. Marcus said, I missed tonight's episode. Has Bravo even made it clear if they actually have footage of? No, they haven't made it clear.
No.
They keep
No.
acting like only Heather knows and only Heather can tell us. But Heather made very weird statements throughout the episode. She was like, well, but then she would contradict herself. So she would say things like, well, I know what happened. And, other people here, there's someone else who knows what happened too. But if they're going to say it, and then she would say, I don't know what happened. Or I don't want to talk about it. It was so frustrating. I was like, come on.
Are they following down that same path, Joe, as the Kathy Hilton? No one heard her screaming and being upset and stuff. Are they following down that same path where you
It
have
looks
to make
like
up your own mind and nobody is going to tell you?
I know. I fear that they're not going to tell us. And it's like, this is a big part of this season's storyline. You have been milking this. I would be like, you're not coming back next year if you don't tell us. You're not getting signed.
Right. Now, Kelly, you're right. Someone posted a clip from the next Ultimate Girls Trip, and Heather is saying that she doesn't remember how she got the black eye.
Oh my God. Are you serious? So we're not going to find out. This is so dumb.
What? And all the, I can't remember. Then all of a sudden, she's remembering.
If it's a bee sting?
Oh, that is no bee sting. Bees don't scratch you. I know for a fact. I've had many
pissed off bee that didn't die right away.
Oh, that's
one of those
true,
newbies.
Newbies.
Get it? Oh my gosh, just Kelly, that makes me so mad to think that we're really not going to find out. Monica says Lisa in the little car with Heather was hysterical, jabber-jazzing all about herself. I loved it.
That was good. And I should have guessed that was your favorite. And so what's Aaron saying? I don't like the way they're producing the black eye. If she did it to herself, then just say it. Making no big deal of possible violence is not good. And it isn't.
And what a bad look coming off Whitney telling us that she was physically abused as a child and processing this. And now we have possible physical abuse
Yes.
within the Housewives, but we don't know who did it.
I mean, shame on them if that's what they're doing. And in fact, she fell and she did it herself.
I mean, we've
Shame
all
on them.
all of
Yes.
us alcoholics have drunkenly hurt ourselves or got punched before or punched someone. I mean, that's kind of
I mean,
whatever.
I've
Yes,
certainly
the
have fallen. I've
lies.
never fallen like that and got a black eye from it. I got a great big bruise on the back when I hit a wall that had a toilet paper dispenser
Ooh,
on it.
that
But yeah,
hurts.
that hurts.
I I fell into your ceramic trash
Oh,
can
I remember that. I really like that
and I
because
fell into the fireplace.
oh yeah, that's right.
That was a good
Yeah.
Christmas. Yeah, that was
Yeah, I had
nice.
some of those Christmases, honey. Don't you worry your pretty little
You
head
had
about it.
Jägermeister Christmases, yeah. Andy will ask at the reunion, but Jen's not even gonna be at the reunion. So that
So,
came out too, that she's donezo. But Mary Cosby allegedly is doing a special little segment, but I don't know if
oh,
that's true.
please. We are done with I forgot about Mary Cosby till Meredith kind of mimicked her 2
Mhm.
episodes ago. It was pretty funny. I
Well, I
like
feel
it.
like they're gonna give Mary Cosby a voice, and we'll see if she's gonna come back because she had said that she didn't feel comfortable going to the reunion because of Jenny Wynn, the racist lady.
Ugh.
So maybe that I don't know. I don't know. We'll see when it happens. But if Jen's not going to be at the reunion, we're probably not going to find out anymore. And if Heather Gay's not going to talk, I literally, if I was production, I would, or not production, if I was Andy or Bravo or executive, I'd fire everybody until they told me you're on a reality show. Something happened during this trip.
Come on, we gotta know what it is. And like you said, because of Whitney's um issues that
Yes,
she had with assault,
or
I
abuse.
don't
Yeah.
abuse. I just don't think that's a good look for them to kind of
Mm-mm.
dangle that out there.
And they're doing a
Um,
great job of like editing and stuff. And I just feel like this is unnecessary. What happened? It's just so cryptic and it's all over the place. Heather's all over the place and she's really pissing me off.
so Donna's saying, I had an eye like that back when I was drinking from a fall on a
The
footboard. What is a
floorboard. On the footboard or floorboard or
it says
footboard?
footboard. Fun
Okay.
explaining that one. That's why Heather's not saying. What is a footboard? A footboard to a bed?
Yeah, like you're
Oh, okay, sure. I
maybe? I
got
don't
it.
know.
That's what I'm thinking.
Oh my, imagine
Um,
if it was Mary Cosby, and that's how they introduced her back. She broke into the trip. She happened to be in San Diego on some kind of Christian retreat. Jesus told her where they were. Okay, so she was
stop.
like, "Thanks, Jesus, appreciate you. We'll celebrate you extra on your birthday." She heads over to the house per Jesus's directions. Jesus take the wheel.
Oh,
She gets in a Tesla. Jesus took the wheel. Takes her to the house. It's late,
yes.
but that's Jesus time. She wakes up early. She's an early riser. So she's already gotten her full night's sleep because it's like 5 a.m. So for her, she's like, I wasn't drunk. And so Jesus walks her into the house and then he says, "See you later, Mary Cosby. I'll talk to you later on today. Be good." Heather happens to just be like, I forgot where I'm at. Opens the door. There's Mary Cosby. She gets startled and
Oh,
she just clocks her one. Then she's like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." And then she tries to help her, but her nails just scratched down.
oh.
And then she ran back to her closet.
I think you're onto something here.
I think,
And
well, it's Scuba Steve that gave me the idea. Thank you so much.
Scuba Steve, I like that one. And who smelled like hospital? Okay, anyway,
Micro
um,
Blue says if Jen can do all this to her kids, she's on the spectrum for antisocial personality disorder. Oh, well, Jolene, you have never punched someone else, and I'm new here. I have. In my past. Yes, but not like went up and just punched someone after being,
no,
yeah.
no.
So, but yeah, we have lots of drunken stories, but yeah, definitely. I've punched a
Yeah.
boy, not someone I was dating, a neighbor, but I was a kid then, and dad made me. The smell of bitches. He made me punch
Yes.
them. But yeah, I hate to, I'm sorry. I hope you still have respect for me, Micro Blue. Yes, the bed. Okay, so that's where Donna.
Okay.
Okay. And now that is a story I would see, right? That is the Mary Cosby, give it to me and Scuba Steve are just going to write this show. It's
You
over
guys,
now. We got to hire
that
us.
is too funny. I mean, I never even thought about
right?
Mary Cott. No, I think
Yes,
no.
is Jen not at the reunion because she hit Heather, or is Jen not at the reunion because now she took a plea? Because during this season, she was still saying she was innocent. She was still claiming her innocence. So they're like, all right, we're gonna stand by you until the trial. And then she takes this plea, like, maybe I did do it. And then she keeps
Oh,
pushing back her sentencing. And I think she pushed back her sentencing another time to try to go to the reunion. But it sounds like she might have found out in like September that she wasn't. And she also wasn't invited to BravoCon for like safety reasons, they said.
I don't buy that. I don't buy that safety reasons. Do you?
I
For
mean,
for her safety, they're saying? I don't.
yeah, I think they were saying her safety, they didn't have enough security, but maybe they meant the other lady's safety if she did in fact hit Heather Gay.
Okay. I was going to say she stole from old people, so maybe there was an ARP convention too, and they were going to just kind of um
Oh, new story. The elderly people,
you did-
Jen, okay, we're going to mix in Mary Cosby. Mary Cosby got tipped off by the elderly people that Jen scammed, because we know Mary Cosby was very excited that Jen got caught, and then they kind of made up, but ultimately she was happy about that. So they hit up Mary Cosby and they were like, hey, we want to find out where she is. She said, hold on, I'll ask Jesus. So Jesus comes online. It's like, oh, Mary Cosby, she's in San Diego because she can only fly domestically and not internationally. So you better take these elderly people on the AARP tour who want to get Jen Shaw because she screwed them over out to San Diego. So Mary Cosby says, hop in my Tesla, Jesus, take the wheel. He extends the Tesla so they can all fit in. And they go all the way to San Diego. The old people think, well, Jen's probably staying in her own casita. She probably wants a lot of space. So they go in there. Heather Gay opens the door. It's the elderly people and Mary Cosby. The elderly people jump Heather, thinking it's Jen Shaw. And then they're like, oopsie, sorry. We're all basically on our
Oh,
deathbed and we got robbed by your friends. So please don't tell on us. And Jen is like, or Heather's like, okay, I won't tell. And then told Jen, your elderlies that you ripped off came and beat me up. And she said, please don't say anything because then I have to admit guilt.
oh, I'm
And they
telling you.
scratched her with their elderly nails. You
Why
know how they get
aren't
really
you
thick as you get older?
They do,
With their toenails.
they get kind of we'll get you, my pretty. Um, I I think you should be writing detective magazines. Your dad made you punch the smell of
We've
bitches.
told that story.
Whoa,
We've
whoa,
told
whoa,
these
pump the
stories
brakes.
before, you guys. We'll do it. We'll do a separate little story time live where we'll tell you about all my dad teaching me how to box and fight the neighbor boys for picking on me and my brother. We'll have to do a story time about that. But right now we got to figure out who hit Heather Gay. It wasn't me. Okay. My dad did not tell me to hit her. Marcus says, I honestly don't know. Real Housewives of Salt Lake City moves forward, how they move forward from this season. And it's not even over yet, right?
No, it isn't. And I just they're like stuck on this. And that's what they kept doing. They kept getting stuck on stories and trying to run it through about 3 or 4 episodes. It doesn't work.
I
We
feel
get
like,
bored. We get bored with
yes.
that.
And I feel like Jen Shaw could hit Heather Gay and she would be like, okay, now I have something over Jen Shaw. Now she has to be nice to me because she beat me up and she's going to go to prison. So she'll be my best friend because she'll feel bad. And also I'm holding the secret. So
Yeah, I don't know why Heather just won't just come out and say it. Just
mhm.
come out and say what happened. I know it's going to be something that we just like, really, you strung us along this long and this was a big secret.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, Stephanie says maybe she wants to protect herself and the other from legal action, probably. But it's like it happened during the season. So now we're sitting there with a housewife with a huge shiner and scratches all over her, and we're just left to speculate. And I feel like Heather, if that was the case, and if she's that
yes.
scared about it, she wouldn't be dropping these little hints. This is to the point where
No.
it's annoying, where like she's trolling us. It
It's
feels
bad.
very trolly. If she
I
would have just, it would have
hate
been
it.
so easy for her to go, you guys, I got so drunk. I blacked out. I have no idea how this happened. I think I hit my eye on the table. I'm not sure. I went outside. I felt she could have made something up. She didn't even try to make anything up. And she
No.
insinuated that someone else there knows, but she wants them to speak up first. And she insinuated that someone else
Yes.
knew to the group. So I feel like she's trolling us at this point.
I think she is too.
You know, Natalie, that could be. I feel like it didn't even have to be anything really evil. They easily could have just been wrestling because they were so drunk. They were
Yes.
pushing areola to areola. I'm telling you, Jen Shaw's boobs are huge. You take one of those to the eye and then
Oh
to
my
the arm,
God.
It's gonna mess you up a little bit.
But it's not going to scratch you.
Oh God. All right, let's move on
But
from this for now, but keep putting your conspiracy what she could have sharp areolas now. You don't know. And what if, maybe she's got a little bit of or it could have been any of the other ladies. They have maybe a little bit of, little sharp body hair or something, or maybe it was like a wax, like they're wrestling, right? And they haven't got laser hair removal or waxed in a while. Jen
Okay.
Shaw's legs or Whitney's, but I still think it's Jen Shaw, sharp,
But it's so,
and scratches her arm with leg hair.
see, I'm going to say it wasn't Jen because when you look at it, okay, let's go back. When she opens the door and says yes, of course, then here we go again. I shouldn't have said that because you just see a little blonde hair. Of course, they were all wearing blonde wigs, so that doesn't make any sense. That's why I kind of thought maybe it was Whitney. I'm just going with the W instead of going with Jen.
Okay, so you think Whitney, I think Jen. Put in the chat, Whitney or Jen. We're just giving you those two options right now. Whitney or Jen. Was it Jen's big itty or yitties, or was it Whitney's big yitties? Hit Heather in the face. Marcus says, Heather knew this was going to be her season to be in the hot seat and is using this to deflect accountability. Unprotected areolas. There you go. There you go. Nip, snip, and then a slip. Black eye. Makes sense.
I don't know. I
really vote for Jen.
Okay, thank you, artist, because oh no, I didn't say Jen. I said Whitney. Anyway.
You didn't say John. You said Whitney. And that's
I said
Jen.
Whitney. Oh, yeah.
We got 2 for Jen, 1 for Whitney. If one of the mods could, if you don't mind, if you can keep track of the score. But then that's 3 for Jen, 1 for Whitney.
The door opened so little, but you saw blonde. Like, granted, everybody had those damn blonde wigs on. But I really you saw a little
Whitney
bit of
had
blonde
taken
hair.
hers off, so you could be right.
Because she still has blonde hair.
Showed it or edited it. But the way Whitney acted about how she was so sickened by it, I just don't think it was her.
I think she's
another Jen.
I think she's a good actress. Come on, bring me back. Bring me back to, I really think it is Whitney, you guys. For a while there, I kept thinking Jen too, but it's too obvious.
What if the whole time it's Dana? She wants to make her mark on this cast, and she's like, I need a snowflake.
I need a storyline. Okay.
Then she would claim it. So then we get what we were talking about earlier with my favorite part when they're in. I didn't like the go-karts, but I like the fact that that Heather picked Lisa Barlow because she knew Lisa Barlow wouldn't ask her anything about herself, and Lisa Barlow just went on. I mean, 13 boxes full of clothes and shoes, and John Barlow was like, do you need all that? And I'm like, yeah, John Barlow, that's like nothing when you're a lady. And you know what? I told John I hate it, but it is the way it is. And also, I don't have an SCC or SEC loan. So they go on these go-karts. Whitney's the only one that has to go by herself. Heather and Lisa have this little fun exchange. Everyone else is like, what happened to Heather's eye? What happened? It's hurt in too many different areas. Meredith seems really concerned. She actually has facial expressions. She's just like, my family wouldn't like this if it happened to me. So I'm upset that Seth has to know about Heather's face. Okay, so I want her to know it's not okay. And then they break off into different groups. Some go to a wine tasting and some go roller skating. Nana.
Yes, I know. And I like the roller skating ones, but Lisa was kind of funny at that because she goes, oh, I'm really good at this, but they're not roller blades. She thought they were roller blades, but when they
Whitney's really good at it. Yep.
Whitney was. And when they opened up the back of the vehicle, these pink skates, roller skates, and look at those
was all the rage during the pandemic.
Those ice cream cones, didn't they look great?
They looked fantastic. And what was even better is when Dana was like, oh, hey, anyways, glad we're having fun. Lisa Barlow, everyone's talking about your business. They're talking shit about you. They said you're poor, you're broke. You did a GoFundMe or something for your tequila. Your business isn't making any money. It's in the negative. Meredith definitely started that. So just so you know.
Just so you know. But by the by, but this is really nice, just sitting here talking and eating ice cream. She really threw it out there, didn't she?
She did. And then Heather, again, doesn't want to talk about it.
I'm sick of her saying I don't want to talk about it. Do you think the producers are getting upset with the idea that she doesn't want to talk about it. I do. And
I hope so. I'm upset. I mean,
I
and
I
then
just
these ladies, and then Meredith is like, oh, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned this. Oh, I did last time. Let's talk about it again. Lisa Barlow started a SCC or SEC. It's a business thing. Okay.
I didn't
And
understand what that was until it
well,
got
you
later
don't
into it.
understand. It's for a new business or something that's not that successful. Me and Seth would never. His 4,000 employees would never. So I don't know. Vita's maybe not doing that well because it's, she started a Kickstarter for her tequila. So her business, I mean, it's just kind of a fraud. And John Barlow doesn't even work, just follows her around and hands her Diet Cokes and shoes. And
And the
Seth
only
has 4,000 employees.
and the only person that gave to Lisa, I believe, was Heather.
Oh, she said she gave money to it?
25,000.
Oh, we have to wait. Oh my God, Andy,
I
quit
can't
trolling us too.
I cannot
Most people
wait
say Jen.
till that.
Yep,
Are
Jen.
you guys saying Jen?
Or Heather herself. Yeah. Plot twist: Mary Cosby crashed the season. It was Mary. Rewind just a little bit. We have a lot of Mary theories. Busy Blues #2 fan. Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna just hang tight with Whitney because
Meredith, she's too old to beg for money. I mean, okay. So Meredith, we knew Meredith. You were never going to get, I know Lisa Barlow wants to be forgiven for this hot mic, but it was a hot mic. So it wasn't just Meredith is a bad friend. It's she's a bitch. She's a slut. She's effed half of New York. Her husband, they can't buy a house because her husband keeps losing his job, can't keep a job. Her family poses. They're fake as fuck. Like she went all in. Meredith will hold this till the day she dies. And she's looking for every opportunity to put salt in Lisa Barlow's game behind her back and then smile to her face in a Real Housewives type move. And Lisa Barlow's like, I think we might be moving on. And then she hears all this and she's like, I guess we're not moving on.
I guess we're not. Yeah. I just, these dinners that they're having, I really like the idea.
Thank you, Carolyn. One for Heather.
Okay.
One for Mary. One for Whitney. Jen. One for Heather. One for Mary and 7 for Jen.
Well, I really thought, I just thought it was Whitney. We'll see.
We'll see. It was little Britney Spears. It was Hit Me Baby One More Time. Jen is telling us in her outfit choice, in her Britney Spears cosplay, Hit Me Baby One More Time from the
Yes. Didn't we
Britney
play
Spears
that
single?
slot machine? And
Britney
it kept
Spears?
playing.
We did. It was
fun.
And
it kept playing that song.
She had, a lot of her songs. Oops, I Did It Again.
Oh, yeah.
The Britney Spears slot machine is very fun.
Wasn't that fun?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
it
God,
was
that
fun.
was fun. I missed that. That was really fun. But
so Angie K is unsettled that they're talking about Lisa's business behind her back and saying these things. So when she gets back to the house and sees Lisa Barlow, they're getting ready for the, what's it called? Well, first they have a further conversation in the Sprinter van. And they explain and break down the SEC or SCC or whatever, the business stuff. And just, she's too old to be asking for money. But, me and Seth don't do it. But if she wants to do that, my family won't say anything about her. So Meredith is just salting her up. But they're going to a Greek god and goddess party.
I love that. And she's sharing her Greek heritage. This is Angie.
Yep.
Sharing her Greek heritage with her friends. And now we know your favorite part of this episode. And I'm going to take a look at this picture that you just put up. What is my favorite part of the episode? And it was very quick. And you had to really be watching
the ice cream.
Catch it. No.
I don't know.
Go back once. Just go back. You just had that last picture.
Sorry, it's my pictures are getting stuck. So I clicked on this one. It took like 5 minutes for it to come up. I kept clicking it.
All right. It's when they were getting off, and what do you call it? The sprint?
The Sprinter van, I think it is.
Sprinter van?
Like okay. Van.
Everyone's getting off of there, Heather is the last one to get off of there, and she's filling her purse with stuff that's in the
I
Sprinter
missed
van.
it. I missed that
Oh
part.
my God. I
I
thought
stepped away to get something to
I
drink, and
understand.
I think I missed that.
I understand that completely. That would be me filling my purse going, I could use some of this later. Okay. And tell me, what about this eye patch? Let's just go to that dinner and the eye patch. Who has an eye patch with them?
Well, they made it for her. Jen had it because they're always doing costumes and stuff. And then they bedazzled it for Heather, which sounds about right because I feel like Meredith,
Oh,
she's always got feathers on her, so she probably has an eye patch on her. But Angie K talks to Lisa Barlow. Hopefully this picture will click. And tells her, or Lisa Barlow says, I found out during our roller skating excursion that the ladies were talking about, Meredith particularly was talking about my business and John Barlow. And Angie K goes, they were actually talking about it when I was just with them. And she's like, what? And they said John Barlow doesn't work. And they said all this stuff. And Lisa is pissed. She's like, I thought we were over. But
well, she wants to be over it.
Meredith wants to drag me and ruin my name, my business, my family, which is exactly what Meredith's doing. She is definitely trying to pay her back.
She's doing a pretty good job of it.
Mm-hmm. So then they go to the dinner, like Nana said, and we see this eye patch on Heather. And Jen had an eye patch, which she loves the outfit. She loves a random.
But I mean, she looks like a cyclops. With that big eye. Well, no, with that big eye, like that. That doesn't, it says bejeweled.
It's a part of the Greek mythology, so it fits. You know what I mean? It's just one part of Greek mythology. It is.
Cyclops, the Cyclops?
Yeah.
Well, I thought it was something off Twilight Zone. Okay.
I think it is. I could be wrong. Feel free to correct me, guys. I don't know.
I don't think so.
I think I loved Lisa Barlow's take on her outfit here. Helen of Troy. I mean, it doesn't make any sense, but what a cute outfit.
I know. She looked darling. Are you talking Angie, right?
No, that was Lisa Barlow.
No, but Angie's outfit you were talking about?
No, Lisa's outfit. See, this is
okay.
Okay.
Yeah. But I thought maybe you were talking about when Angie came in and she
Angie
had
looks
the headdress on.
Angie looks good too. Dana, probably, I like her headpiece, but the dress, not my fave. It looks a little what is that F. Scott Fitzgerald book made into a movie. Yeah, it looks Great Gatsby. Looks Great Gatsby. But then again, Lisa Barlow's doesn't make sense. It's just cute. Whitney's, she looks pretty, but not my fave. Jen Shaw.
Horrible. Oh my God.
The hair.
What is that?
Horrible,
Jen. It really, and no, the worst was Heather, though. Heather did not look good in that white dress. That just didn't do a thing for her.
Well, she can't see. So what do you expect? You know what I mean? She's
blind in one eye.
She only saw half.
Okay.
Only saw half of herself. Let's see. And then Meredith comes out. I don't even know who she's trying to be. We know that Jen was Athena. Meredith is whoever the vindictive Greek goddess is.
Yes.
Maybe that's her name. Vindictive. The vindictive.
Oh.
Or something.
Vinny.
Yep. She's goddess Vinny. And Vinny then we have, did I get a picture of Angie K when she's brought out by these guys and they're kissing her hands?
I know. That was cute. That was cute how that happened. I thought this outfit was really cute because I like how it wrapped around.
Did she put a flag over it? A Greek flag or something?
No, I think she just got chilled.
It looks kind of like the colors of maybe the flag, the Greece flag. Right away, Jen's like, what's wrong with Lisa Barlow? And Lisa Barlow's like,
Yeah, she was.
And then Meredith comes out and she's like, hi. That's what Lisa does it in her fakest voice. She's like, I'm going to be fake AF. Hi, Mare. And Mare's like, hi, guys. I was just talking to Seth about touching his taint in the tub. We're talking about taints. Oh my God,
that was so gross. Who pissed in Lisa Barlow's Diet Coke was my favorite line of the whole thing.
That's what Jen said.
Jen, I don't know who you're trying to be. I don't know. It just
Athena.
Got
the warrior goddess, or Xena, the warrior princess, maybe. And then, yeah, I mean, this
It's so bad.
it's like a bad Elizabeth Taylor, a bad take on like
Yes,
Liz
yes.
Taylor. It's not good.
No,
It
it's
looks
not
like
good.
it's this too much hair on top of her head. It looks like Teresa Giudice's wedding photo, like a knockoff. Even Teresa Giudice's wedding hair is better than this. This isn't good.
I don't anything Teresa Giudice, you can have her. Pain in the ass.
Don't get Nana started. So then
Don't
we
get me
get
started with
into
that.
the Meredith versus Lisa. And Meredith is like, "Oh, honey, you were on a tirade." And she's like, it was what does she keep saying? A rant. Lisa says a rant. Meredith's like, it was a tirade. Me and Soth talked about it was a tirade for sure.
And Lisa's trying to downplay it, and Meredith is making it even worse as time goes on. Even in the beginning, it wasn't as bad as Meredith saying it is now. Let's drop that one. Who cares? Yes, she said all that.
That's easier said than done. I'm sorry. If I was Meredith, I would not be over it yet. I'll be honest with you. I love myself a Lisa Barlow, but if she said all that shit about me and I had to still coexist with her, I would be thinking about revenge.
Well, she's getting it. She's doing a good job.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I don't think Meredith, obviously Lisa wants her to get over. If I was Lisa, I'd want someone to get over those words I said about them too. But Meredith is like, oh no, sweetie. That was a lot.
She's holding.
Put it in the chat. Would you be over it by now if you were Meredith? Yes or no? Would you be over the rant/tirade from Lisa Barlow, the hot mic moment? Should Meredith, or would you be over it by now? Just yes or no.
You're saying you wouldn't. You're saying you wouldn't.
I would not. It's not enough time. There hasn't been enough penance. I know Lisa wants it over because it's embarrassing for her, and it's stopping their friendship from progressing and stuff. But I would not be over it. It was a lot. Yeah. Nope.
It was a lot. And she had a lot to say, which meant the way she said it, and she was so direct about it, she was thinking this for a long time.
She talked about her family, her husband, her house, her finances, her fidelity or infidelity. Yeah. It was for someone who was supposed to be your close friend. I do not blame Meredith for trying to come at her. But for TV, Miss 18 Lane says yes for TV, but hell no. And it's not the worst TV to have Meredith planting little seeds on Lisa Barlow. I mean, I'd rather that than who punched Heather Gay.
I mean, I'm ready to punch Heather Gay. No, sorry. But really, I mean, Heather, I love you. And I think you were so good three episodes ago. And then everything fell apart for you. Yes.
I think this season, Heather's just been off. And it's so weird because she's coming off of BravoCon where basically the audience was like, Heather, we love you. You are like a real woman in this Housewives world. And Heather cried. It was a really sweet moment. And now we're seeing this side of Heather where we're like,
Yeah, maybe it went to her head. I know it went to Jen's head.
They would have said this after or before or after she filmed. So I don't know but maybe she did know she was a popular housewife among viewers. So maybe it did. I don't know. I just think Heather has one of those personalities, it seems like, where she wants to befriend the cool girls and she doesn't. And the people who really have her back or care about her, she unfortunately, maybe not even on purpose, doesn't realize she throws them under the bus, So it's way harder to get over when it's a close friend. And they were close. Nana.
They were.
But we do know Lisa Barlow doesn't really invest. She invests just enough in her friendships, or maybe with these ladies at least, because just like Heather said, she didn't ask her anything about herself. So, but they were close, and this hurt Meredith. Yeah.
Oh, it did. It did. No question.
Yeah, I think Heather's been a dick about it. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you for my family. I appreciate you, Rachel. Me and Soft.
Rachel, I love it too.
I appreciate it.
When they were
Heather has fallen so fast. It's really quite something, and it's too bad because there was no need for Heather's. I liked her and Whitney together. I liked the two blondes kind of calling out the rest of I liked them as they got in their own fights with some of the other ladies. They kind of held their own together, but they also were like, the audience, almost like the popcorn. Like they would sit there when Meredith and Jen are going at it on the ice and fishing. Then you have Whitney
Yes.
and Heather, they're like, we're just glad it's not us, but they
It
would
was so good.
still be in the
Yes.
stuff. But this is just I don't like this Heather who just
Oh,
wants Jen Shaw acceptance,
Stephanie, I'll try not to hit anybody, but seriously, one more episode of Heather saying she doesn't know who did it, but she really does, but she doesn't want to come forward. Yeah, I'm gonna be a little upset.
Thanks, Jacob. My
Hi,
bestie Jacob
Jake.
Canvas for the super chat. He said, "Hi, Joe and Nana. Congrats on over 22 million minutes watched on your channel in 2022." Aw. I haven't seen Jake since he was here for Thanksgiving. Love you, Jake. We had so
Oh,
much
that was
fun.
so nice. Yes, you said you had such a great time with them.
And he's always my biggest YouTube supporter. Like he'll send me little cards when I hit YouTube milestones. Like that's the kind of friend you need. Lisa Barlow would not be that kind of friend.
No, he's a
He's
doll too. Jake is
Yeah,
just darling.
Nana always has a crush on Jake. He's
Well,
taken, Nana. He's
I understand that.
taken.
I
I
get
miss
it.
you. Come back, Jake. Come back. Come back and see me in the desert soon. Come back, come back, come back. I miss you so much. Heather only protects Jen. I know, and it's creepy. And Whitney's like her family, but I honestly think she just thinks Whitney isn't as cool. And Heather's kind of, she wanted Lisa Barlow acceptance when the show first started. And now she never got that. So now she's anti Lisa Barlow and she's pro Jen Shaw, and she wants that kind of acceptance. And it's kind of Wu Child says, Heather's my fave since season 1, but I'm disappointed how she lets Jen make a coward out of her. Yes, she walks all over her. Right, Nana?
Coward of the County. I think who did that? Kenny Rogers.
Kenny.
It's a song, Coward of the County.
Coward of the County.
Greetings,
DGF.
Greetings. Hi, honey.
Greetings, girl. DGF went live with me. I dropped the link on my Joleen Vlogs channel. If my mods don't mind dropping that link, we get a little intimate and have little conversations over there. And I dropped the link. And Renee joined, and Jamie B and Kay. We had it was just Dee Marie. Who else? DGF. It was really fun. We were just talking about stuff. I think I'm going to do that more over there on that channel where we can come up and just talk. It was really fun. We were just talking about random stuff. We found out Jamie B was on Jerry Springer.
Shut up.
Well, he was booked on Jerry Springer, and then he ultimately didn't go on stage, but I think his friends did. I was like, we got to do an episode.
What was that about? Did he say? That would be interesting. I know Jamie had to go.
Yeah, Jamie's gonna be like, why you don't you talk about it when I'm there? It was something, I forget the specifics. But I told him, I go, we got to find the episode, then we got to do a recap of his Jerry Springer episode. There's the link to Joleen Vlogs. If you guys haven't subscribed already, subscribe. Okay, so they just go back and forth and tirade, rant, upset. It seems like most people agree with me. Nana says get over it, and I think Nana for the show wants them to get over it. But for me, I don't mind it, and I think she's not going to be over it anytime soon.
Honey, you got to find forgiveness in your heart. And I almost forgave people.
I was like, you're a Scorpio, and you still remember shit from a long time ago and people's names. You hate my ex-boyfriends more than I hate my ex-boyfriends. Like, I don't even hate them, and you're like, if I ever see that guy. And I'm like, okay,
just the
Scorpio.
One. Just the one.
Okay, sorry, just the one.
Just the one I want to hurt. The other one was not for you, but just the one I wanted to hurt. That's okay.
Okay. So then we have Heather Gay saying, I think our friendship is like this black eye. Is a representation. I'm like, quit trolling us and making jokes of this black eye and tell us how the hell you got it. Did you fall down drunk, or did Jen Shaw hit you with her boob? Or did Mary Cosby bring the elderlies that Jen Shaw allegedly robbed, and they came and beat you up and thought it was Jen Shaw?
Is it real? Let's go back a minute. Is it real, or is it a really good makeup?
It's real.
All right.
It's real.
Okay. Then just say what it's about. I mean, how far are we into this season? How many episodes do they have? This was number 11 or 12?
This is 12. Again. This is episode 12. Aaron says, my son and daughter-in-law own a gourmet hot dog restaurant. Oh, do they know Hot Dog Dennis from Atlanta, Portia's child's father.
Oh,
I just found out they sold their 100,000th hot dog tonight. Mom, me is so proud. Congratulations,
oh
gourmet
my
hot
God.
dog
That's
restaurateurs.
wonderful.
Very wonderful.
Oh, we shouldn't talk about this. Jamie B isn't here. He loves to talk about hot dogs.
He loves talking about hot dogs. Ross said, not a fan of Lisa. She's such a hypocrite. I don't think Nana's a fan of Lisa Barlow either.
No, I'm really not.
All right, Nana, you got to tell us, what is the Bravo tea you know? What is your stolen tea? I'll play the intro
Oh,
again.
honey,
I
help
know
me
you got
out.
something. Come on, Nana. Come on.
Help me out. I don't know what it is.
Nana's stolen tea.
Help me.
Nana's got stolen tea. She likes to steal her tea from Kempire. She likes to steal her tea from Up and Adam. She likes to steal her tea from other YouTubers we love and appreciate. And Nana, I know you got something. I know it's in ya. I know it. You haven't been stealing as much as
I
normal.
haven't been, you guys, because, all right, I'll tell you what happened. I lost all my emails. Now I got them all back.
Nana,
I did it.
You did not. I helped you with that like a month ago.
No, I still lost them though. I lost them on my iPad, my phone. And you told me not to go to this mail, but go to this other mail thing. And I got them back. Okay, I got them both on back.
Okay. Is this your tea?
Yes. And then
Okay,
I went to YouTube.
What
Then
happened?
I went to YouTube
Oh,
and I hit that YouTube and then I hit my subscribe. And none of my things that I subscribed to came up.
Oh my God.
So I haven't been watching it.
Holy crap. What do you think they're talking about, Nana? I'll give you a hint. Something happened with Erica Jane, okay? According to, and now we're stealing tea from allabouttherealhousewives.com, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills attorney Ronald Richards bought Erica Jane's diamond earrings, the infamous diamond earrings. His wife boasts about the purchase on social media, Nana.
Well, why? Oh, who is he buying them from?
Well, they went up for, auction because they had to be given back.
To pay the victims?
I'm not sure. I don't know I don't think it was to pay any victims. I think they just went, but who knows? I'll read the little story here, but let me share the screen grab of you that's all about the realhousewives.com, which I know Up and Adam reported on and Kempire reported on. So we're still stealing from our friends as well. We like to keep our stolen tea local. We like local.
Can I mention that Jason and Adam had Kempire on?
Yes. Okay.
That
they do a lot. They cover, I think they cover Salt Lake City together.
And I listened to it and I have no recollection of what they talked about. I just kept staring at how cute they all were.
You couldn't find your channels. Seems like you got a Heather Gay story. We got lots of different things coming from you, Nana.
I know that, but I didn't get to finish my story. I went to subscribe and then they asked me to put some password in. I went through my passwords. That's it. And then I came up with, that's it. There's just too much with all this. I just don't like all this. And then I got on and I saw Adam and Jason, then they got Kempire on there. So I sat and watched it, but I don't know what it was about. But go ahead.
Okay, so she's just staring at dudes. Yes, Wu Chow says, my sister can't stand Ronald and Laura Richards. She says they're obsessed with EJ. Meanwhile, I'm gagging. I think they're hilarious. Yeah, some people, they don't like Ronald Richards because he's very into this stuff. He tweets about it constantly. He's putting out stuff about Erica's case constantly.
Oh,
okay. She kind of attacks him. He attacks her. But here's his wife in Erica's diamonds. Or what were Erica's diamonds?
How sad, though. Really? I mean, would you want... Oh, God. I mean, wouldn't you be afraid somebody would just pull them out of your ears? I've never had nice jewelry. I've never wanted nice jewelry.
Well, we're not rich like these ladies. These ladies are rich. Yes, hit that like if you haven't already. Keep it going. Marvin Gaye's ex-wife passed away. DGF said 2 weeks ago. Her audiobook is explosive. # stale tea. So we got some stolen tea. Thank you, DGF. For Nana would definitely like that.
I would. I picked up the book friends. What was his name? Not Joey.
Oh,
Who's-
Matthew Perry. What did you find
Yes.
out, Nana?
That is $21 and I'm waiting for it to go on sale. So okay.
So you didn't buy his book? It was too expensive?
Well, there was a long line at Target, so I picked it up and I pretended I was at the library.
Oh my God. Did you read anything? Can you tell us one thing you learned from picking up that book besides it's $21?
That Lisa Kudrow did the foreword for him.
Okay, so she only opened the beginning of the book. Got it. All right. So according to All About the Real Housewives, you guys, Erica Jane's diamond earrings saga has taken quite a strange turn. Remember how we posted all about Erica's diamond earrings being auctioned off to the highest bidder? Well, turns out the highest bidder was attorney Ronald Richards. Yes, the very same attorney who was a trustee in Tom
Wow.
Girardi's bankruptcy case and tried to buy Erica and Tom's former Pasadena mansion. Okay, he's doing a lot here. He is trolling them hard. He's trying to buy the mansion and he bought the earrings. He's also the same guy who constantly posts about Erica on Twitter. So much so that the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star has dubbed him an obsessed stalker. That's what Erica calls him. The attorney purchased the much discussed earrings for $250K on December 7th, 2022. Shortly after the auction, Richards' wife, who we see here in the picture, Lauren Boyette Richards, boasted about being the new owner of Erica's infamous diamond earrings
Oh my
on
God.
Instagram.
They're beautiful, and they'd be beautiful if they were cubic zirconium. They would be.
And she said, I now see why you fought for these at the Pretty Mess. They are stunning. Should I have Girardi removed? Because there's like an inscription on it. Hashtag Girardi fraud. Hashtag fraud. Hashtag diamond earrings. At Bravo Boo. At So Bad It's Good with Ryan Bailey. We know at So Bad It's Good with Ryan Bailey. He was at the Spilling the Tea show.
Yes.
That we were at. He's very, very funny on Instagram. Boyette Richards wrote on Instagram alongside a photo of her wearing the diamond earrings. Turns out fans were shocked and dumbfounded by Boyette Richards' post and the fact that she and her husband purchased the diamond earrings. Strange your obsession with Erica Jane, one fan commented. A second fan said, this is very odd behavior. This is one of the creepiest, weirdest things I've ever seen, a third fan shared. That's so petty and embarrassing, and I'm not even a fan of Erica, a fourth fan quipped. Others dubbed the post classless, desperate, and cringy. Boyette Richards defended purchasing the diamond earrings and said these earrings she owned were proven to be bought with funds supposed to go to one family, but it never did. She proceeded to drag out the case so she could keep the earrings. The judge ruled them to be sold. We were the highest bidder. That means no one else bid more than us. Shouldn't they have gone for a cheaper price and the family gets, or should they have gone for a cheaper price and the family gets less? Okay, so it did go to the families. Am I not allowed to buy them with our earned money?
No.
I don't get it. So Erica should have kept them because she's a supposed celebrity, quote unquote, or because she supposedly didn't know, even though it was proven. If anyone is classless, it's the person filing appeals and more lawsuits to try to keep them given, all the facts. Should have just turned them over like his mistress, Ronald Richards' wife, wrote. Here's what else she had to say.
Ouch.
Someone said, would you rather have these diamonds or hold a diamond on Bravo? Lauren Boyette Richards said, I'd rather buy the missing pair of earrings originally supposed to be sold and donate both of these to the innocent families. You will see in time. And then someone replied, I think a portion goes to the victims. The question remains, why is she buying the earrings? To help victims or for clout? Lauren Boyette Richards replied, I did both. Your point? ? Tom originally bought the 6-carat diamond earrings for $750,000 back in 2007 as a gift for Erica. In June, a judge ruled that Tom purchased the earrings with settlement funds from the trust account created for a class action handled by Thomas's firm, Girardi Keys. Erica was ordered to turn over the earrings, which she did, but before filing an appeal. Which she did, but not before filing an appeal. The reality star claims
Oh,
the earrings were now worth $1.4 million, which is still pending despite the recent sale. If Erica does win her appeal over the diamonds, she will get the proceeds from the sale of the earrings. And that is according to allabouttherealhousewives.com. Check them out for more tea.
but don't you think that that's a conflict of interest?
Oh, was I not showing her picture?
You did earlier.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
okay.
in there. But don't you think that's a conflict
He's not
of
on the
interest?
case anymore. I think he was formally. So no, it's not. It
Okay.
is it can be seen as a little creepy. It can be seen as trolly. It can be seen as funny. It depends how you look at it. I would say there's gonna come a point probably really soon where people might go, it sounds like they're already going, okay, you're
I
doing the
don't think
most.
right.
But then again,
Um,
it's I mean, they do have a point that, do you want to look at us who are buying it with our own earnings? As long as nothing comes out about them that's nefarious regarding their finances. But, or do you want to look at Tom Girardi and Erica, who, that
no, thank you, but no, right?
she might have known about some of this wrongdoing. And also, we still don't have a date yet for the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills new season. They keep pushing it back.
Oh, the Beverly Hills. How about
Mhm.
Orange County? When do they come back?
I think soon.
I thought it was going to be sometime in January, but I could be wrong. You had put up before Carolyn saying that Kempire, Jason, and Adam are gorgeous. Carolyn, you have
Mhm.
very good taste. Okay.
Well, congratulations to Jason and Adam. I saw on Instagram they got married, I believe, today.
I
Mhm.
didn't know that. I had just watched their Monday one.
Got to get on Insta. Yeah, they both made public posts about it. So congratulations to our friends. They're married.
Oh, congratulations, you guys.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, pushing it back, can't make a decision to fire Rinna or not. That's my theory. I don't know. I mean, I think they're
They're
hoping stuff dies down and they don't have to fire Rinna. I don't think Andy wants to fire
they're
Rinna.
not
I
going to.
don't think they want to fire
No,
Rinna.
no,
I
absolutely
would
not.
be fine with them firing Rinna. I'm just so
No, but
over
they're
it.
not going to. They're not going to.
Yeah.
Wow.
We have Melissa Gorga accuses Teresa Giudice of lying about never watching Real Housewives of New Jersey. But I mean, she's been doing that for a long time. And Jen Shaw requests 36-month prison sentence and says her crimes are the result of personal, painful experiences. Did you see this one, Nana?
Yeah,
Let me
like the
share.
idea of taking your mother's retirement money. Okay, anyway.
Okay, well, I think maybe she's talking about. We'll read this one for our little stolen tea since it's about Jen Shaw.
Okay.
Maybe she's blaming the death of her dad. I'm
Ugh.
guessing. Let me just share. Let me stop sharing, then I'll share this picture. Let's get Jen Shaw. Here we go. Here we go. So, also according to our friends at All About the Real Housewives, Jen Shaw requests a 36-month prison sentence, which we talked about a little bit. Says her crimes are the result of her personal and painful experiences. So Jen Shaw is facing up to 14 years in prison, right, Nana? When she's
Well, there's
sentenced
nothing.
on January 6, 2023. But the reality TV star is begging the court only to sentence her to 33 months or 36 months behind bars. In a recent filed request, the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City star requests 3 years in jail after pleading guilty to wire fraud in July 2022, just days before she was set to stand trial as part of a nationwide telemarketing scheme that targeted the elderly. Dun, dun, dun. Sorry, Nana, what were you going to say?
No, I didn't hear that date, the date of the insurrection, January 6th, is the date
Ooh.
that Jen Shaw goes to court because they keep
Yeah.
pushing it back.
Yeah. They said, we
Um,
submit that such a sentence is just and fair because it takes into account Ms. Shaw's history and characteristics, the facts and
mm,
circumstances of the offense, and meets that a court impose a sentence that is not greater than necessary to achieve the goals of punishment. Jen's attorney shared in the sentencing submission filed on Friday, December 16th. Jen's legal team detailed several reasons why the reality TV star should receive a lighter sentence, noting that Jen had no direct contact with the victims and that her history and characteristics prove that she deserves a smaller sentence. This case has already cost Jen her husband, Sharif Shah, and their 2 sons, Sharif Shah Jr., 28, and Omar, 19, undue embarrassment, fear, and shame. They explained. Jen would never do anything to risk more harm to her children. She knows the emotional and psychological toll that her sons have already been forced to pay. These are harms for which she will spend the rest of her life atoning. Okay, so the Bravo docket, which I believe is a podcast with 2 lawyers talking about Bravo, they have some observations from Jen Shah's sentencing memorandum. Okay, Nana? According to them, 30 individuals wrote letters to the court on Jen's behalf, providing statements on her character. None were by castmates.
Do you think they were asked to write character references, the castmates?
I'm sure she asked everyone she could. Okay.
Do you think
Another
her mom-
observation. Her mom didn't, or maybe she
Okay.
did. It provides a background on Jen Shah's upbringing and how she became involved in the scheme. Though details like names are redacted, it argues that who Jen was in Salt Lake City was different than who Jen was in New York with the fraudsters.
Oh, please.
It also suggests that the personal struggle she faces privately is different than her public denial of guilt, though the specifics are redacted. It details the impact this will have on her sons and mentions how traumatized her younger son was and still is from the raid on her house. Remember that?
Should have thought of that before you did the crime. Okay.
It mentions Real Housewives of Salt Lake City as a career path that helped to take Jen out of the fraudulent scheme. But it also paints the show as partially scripted and highly edited. And she is seeking a sentence of 36 months.
No.
So in Nana's the judge. No. Judge
No.
Nana says, wait, let me get my gavel here, Nana.
Let me see.
Objection. You're sentenced to more. Not enough time. No. Your Botox will still be good in 36 months. We want your Botox to be gone. At least 5 years. Okay. In Jen's 3-page request titled How I Got Involved in This Situation, the reality TV star claims she takes complete responsibility for the terrible business decisions she made over the years. The request also details the personal painful experiences of losing her father and grandmother. Well, a lot of people have lost a father and grandmother and not defrauded the elderly. I'll just put that out there.
I think you should.
Jen claims that being cast for the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City gave her a real chance to escape her past, including her unsavory business ventures, and be the first Tongan and Muslim housewife. She wanted to set an example for minority girls and women and restart her life.
All right.
My poor judgment and bad business associations caused innocent people to lose their money and be victimized by investing in poorly structured business products that I influenced or controlled, Jen wrote. For that, I am genuinely sorry, and I will work for the rest of my life to make it right. Jen's attorney also argues that her character on The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City is nothing more than a persona created by producers and editing. Just as Jen Shah has never been a housewife, little else is real about her persona and caricature as portrayed by the editors of The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Her attorney said, Jen and the entire Bravoverse will learn her fate next month. Stay tuned for this developing story. Shout out to therealhousewives.com.
Can I, do you know, because I know we talked about this before, but it's been quite a while.
Okay.
What did Stuart get? What sentence did Stuart get?
And
if anybody knows,
has he
chat,
Stuart sentencing Jen Shah? I'm just going to Google that because I don't know what else to. Okay, Stuart Smith is waiting to be sentenced. This was from July.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. What is his name? Stuart Smith. That's so basic.
Is it?
So
I know. I didn't
Smith.
think that was. Now, not to be confused with Stuart from Mad TV.
Smith's sentence.
Stuart. Yeah. Have you ever known anybody named Stuart? I knew one guy named
Yeah, I
Stuart.
had a shitty landlord named Stuart.
Oh, okay.
My last one, remember?
Oh, is that his
Um,
name? Okay.
yeah, it was Stuart, but he spelled it a little different. Okay. I don't see anything. I see
Okay.
Up and Adam has a video from the 6th of March, but I don't know if he has been sentenced yet. Stuart Smith's sentence. I just see the last
Okay.
thing I see for it is July, and I think they were still waiting. But he's facing a maximum of 70 years in prison.
70 and she's asking for some months. Stop it.
I mean, he's not going to get that because he cooperated, but
Oh, stop it.
they were arrested in March 2021, so it's already been well over a year
Isn't that
since their
something?
arrest. He pled guilty.
Did he right away? I thought he did right away.
He's
I
still
didn't think.
awaiting sentencing as of July, facing a maximum of 70
Okay.
years.
70. That just sounds ridiculous.
I don't know. I don't even know what his full thing was. Yeah, Heather didn't write one, so that adds more to the what
Okay.
did Jen do to Heather's eye, maybe. Okay.
Oh
I
my
say
gosh.
objection. 70 years is too much. However, 69 for both to be
Woo-hoo!
served concurrently. Overruled.
Overruled. Aaron's saying
Objection.
Stuart will get
Judge Joleen.
sentenced after her. Hello, Judge Joleen. I was
Thank you.
watching Judge Judy today. God, she's funny.
I'm the boss, applesauce. That's what she says. I quote Judge Judy all the time because she said, if you tell the truth, you don't have to have a good memory. That's a good
I
one.
love that. I love
And
that.
then she also says, what's the other one I always say?
I
Now I
just
forget.
think she's so good.
Loves her. Okay. Yeah. Jen pretending to work on the show. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. The judge is like, nice try, Jen. Put on this orange jumpsuit. Objection.
know.
You're full of bullshit. Jen Shaw.
I
You got to
think she
go
looked
to
good.
Teresa's prison and hang out with Teresa's friends and draw on your eyebrows with a crayon. How is she gonna? I wonder. She'll get some makeup at was it the commissary or something?
What would they call it? What do they call it in prison?
The prison store. Prison R Us. Prison Gear R Us. The jailhouse shop. The jailhouse shop.
I
That's
like that.
cute, right? They should have, like, if you're ready to go to prison or you have someone in prison, they should have the jailhouse shop where you can shop for gifts for inmates that are allowed. Business idea, Mall of America?
I think so. I think so.
Commissary. Yes,
Little
the commissary.
stockings. Oh,
Commissary.
commissary. Yeah. Okay. So
Thank you, Rachel. Yeah, I do miss Judge Joleen. I got to get on another case. I wish this stuff would be televised. I wish Jen Shaw would have went to trial and it was televised, or some of the other housewives.
Well, I mean, just get going on hers, okay? The wheels of justice. Yeah.
Commissary. Yep.
Commissary. Okay. But I want to know what Stuart's going to get, because Stuart had a family, right? Stuart has a wife and children, I think.
I think so. Yeah, I think you're right.
I mean, and I don't know.
Yeah, I think Shawnette says, I think Stuart was running the fraud. I don't think Jen is that bright. So Stuart was maybe the brain behind the operation.
Shawnette, I think you're right on that one. Yes.
And Renee said, Nana on her birthday, 70. That's ridiculous. Objection. Take me back to 69. 69.
Hi, Renee,
I can't wait till Nana turned 69. When Chel's dad turned 69, we were so annoying to him. Poor having two comedians in the family. We were just like, 69, 69. So all year it was just like, ooh, you're 69. It was so immature. Shonda says, we have seen videos of Jen acting badly outside of the show, yelling at people in public. The designer, it's not a character. It's her. Yes, Shonda, 120 million %.
Yes.
You are correct. Jen is trying to spin a new narrative. She is trying to spin herself into some kind of, she wasn't trying to be a role model for anybody. She was trying to look as though she was rich by any means necessary, by any way she could get it. And unfortunately, it caught up with her and her fake labels and her fraudulent behavior.
Just like my fake labels here. I mean, this is very expensive. $9.
Anyway. It's for, you got it with Seth when you were touching his tank. I
bought it for Seth. Yeah. What are Botox
rates in prison? Well, what we got to know. We got to know, what do they use for Botox in prison?
You know who just had some facial kind of restructuring? Did you see it out there?
Me? Who?
Simon Cowell.
Yeah. He didn't look. What's this Murdaugh trial? Do you know about this? I don't follow true
I'm
crime as much as
sorry.
I used to.
No, honey, I'm sorry, I don't know it.
You guys,
So
is
what
that
is
the like kids or something? Wasn't there kids and like
Murdaugh?
college kids or something? Let me look up Simon Cowell. You're
Yeah,
right.
I mean, I just saw this and it came through on
Oh, Nana's stole. Oh,
something
wait.
Facebook.
Nana's got stolen tea. She finally does. It just has
I
nothing
did
to do with the Housewives. It's another reality
nothing.
show. Nana,
It had
okay, tell
nothing
us
to do with the Housewives.
everything you.
It
Oh
just
my God, it's bad.
it just
Sorry, I was
came
looking at
through.
the.
And it just came through on my Facebook or something. I'm not just sure what I was looking at. And it just showed Simon Cowell. He looks very gaunt, very thin in the face. His eyes one looks more sunken than the other. He's an attractive man. He should have just left well
He
enough
is?
alone, just like Kenny Rogers. So,
Oh wow, is that 2 Kenny Rogers references in one live, Nana? That's pretty impressive.
I really like Kenny Rogers, and I miss him, and I can't be the only one out there missing him.
All right, let's see what Nana's talking about. Let's share this picture of Simon Cowell.
Well, I just was really surprised by it because I thought, well, why would he go to have something like that? Look at that, you guys.
It does make him look different.
No, he's an attractive man then. And then what are we doing? What are we doing? We're lifting this.
What?
We're doing the eyes a little different. This
A
is all
guy from an
sunken in.
influential channel did that to his wife and son? What influential channel?
I'm
A
sorry.
YouTube channel?
I'm sorry, I didn't know that. Influential channel. I didn't. Influential family.
Boss Fly Girl, yes. How is the husband, the coach, sticking with her? Well, we've long wondered how much does he know, and is it better to stick with her for now and then leave her? I think he's leaving her when she's in jail. Nana, did you think he was too?
Honey, he has to. He's too hot to be alone.
Well, she'll have to trade a lot of ramen for Botox, right? Send her some commissary money.
We were just talking about ramen the other day with Lucy. It's one of her favorites. And Joleen and Bill both had it up in college all the time. It was kind of funny.
Oh, yeah, Lucy loves ramen now. Idaho is college kids. Murdaugh is a lawyer. Oh, to his family to cover up money laundering. Ew, why do these guys just get a divorce? Well, I mean, to cover up money laundering. How
What
does that
is
cover up money laundering?
wrong? What is wrong with people?
Oh,
Have
yeah.
some. Oh my God. Oh
Oh, my
God.
God. Influential family. Okay. Oh, Jake's still here. We're happy Jake's here.
Hi,
Jake said
Jake.
he had all of his filler dissolved. Simon
Is-
Cowell did?
Is that what it is, honey? Go
What
with
does
the
that even
filler.
mean?
No. Jake, are you
Oh,
sure?
so he had it dissolved to get this surgery? Is that what you're saying? Oh my God.
Honey, he looks so much older. He doesn't even look like Simon Cowell. Stop it.
I don't know if he looks older, but he just looks less human. You
He
know?
looks older and he looks more like a werewolf.
Okay, so not a YouTuber, a lawyer. Hey, Shannon Van. Hey, Shan. Shan says Christmas albums of all time is Kenny Rogers. How much?
Oh,
He had a Christmas album?
I'm
You
not
need to know when to decorate. Know when to get ready for Santa. Is that? I don't know what the song was, Nana. You're the fan.
I
Did
don't
he?
know. I don't know
Yeah,
if he had.
she's
He
not
must
really a
have.
fan. She just likes to
Honey,
bone. She likes to look at these guys,
no,
just
I
like she
am
looks
a
at
fan. Kenny
Empire and
Rogers
Adam.
and the first edition when they first
What's the
came
first
out.
new edition?
No, in the first edition, Kenny Rogers in the first edition. That's when he first came out, and he was more rock than he was any country. And Kenny
Oh,
Rogers just kept getting better and better and better and better and better.
I think I thought this too, Shonda, because when you'd see them together,
I
it
think
was
they
like,
really did have a
what
mutual
song did they sing
love.
together? Nana?
Islands in the Stream.
Oh yeah, Islands in the Stream. That is what we are. Is that how it goes?
Yep.
No one's here to see. How can we be gone? Sail away with me to another place.
Yes,
We
she's
can
just-
rely on each other. From one corner to another.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
Diana Lee, thank you.
I didn't know it was Islands in the Stream.
That's what I said.
No, I didn't know that. I thought it was something else.
Oh,
Diana Lee, thank you. Love, peace, and joy. Merry Christmas. Merry
oh,
Christmas to
Diana Lee, thank you very
you.
much for the super chat.
We appreciate that. Thank
That's
you so
so
much.
nice.
Jacob's Canvas. Jake says, yes, he admitted that he got out of control with the filler and decided to have it dissolved. But getting it
I don't,
dissolved doesn't make this. So, okay, so that he got it
don't
dissolved
buy
and then
it.
he got surgery.
I don't buy it. No,
He just looked kind of plastic. It looks like he was going for the what's his name
no.
from American Horror Story, Murder House, and others. Dylan McDermott. Not Dylan. Is it Dylan McDermott? The little hottie. Looks like he's going for a Dylan McDermott, but they
He
missed the
doesn't
mark.
have to, honey, he doesn't have to go through anything. It just, he changed his whole look. I mean, he did. He might as well just go to Dirty Dancing and do what that little Jennifer Grey did. Because no
But
one,
she got such a good nose job. I felt so bad for her because she got a good nose job.
well,
It just
fine, but
changed the
nobody
way she looked.
recognized her. Nobody
But she looked
recognized her
good.
after that.
Renee says Kenny Rogers was a chicken roaster.
Was a what? A chicken roaster? What is that? Is that dirty?
Like Colonel Rogers? What's the place you wanted to work at? KFC?
Colonel Sanders.
Colonel
Yeah, Colonel
Nana-
Rogers.
or Nana, where they wouldn't hire Nana. KFC, screw you for not hiring my mom. I didn't read before I pressed send. I was saying a great album. We get it, Shan. Shan's drunk. She's having fun.
I love it.
No, she's not.
You go, girl.
She's not. Thanks again, Diana Lee. Pretty sure he had his eyelids done in a brow lift, though. Oh, I forgot Jake. Oh, he knows about plastic surgery. He follows the YouTube channels that dissect. There's certain YouTube channels that dissect, because we were sharing with each other, like, what our guilty pleasures, and I follow some drama channels, and he follows, like, I tried to play that for him, and he was like, ugh. And then he follows the plastic surgery, so they dissect what the stars have had and not had.
Oh, I think Dr. Pimple Popper. Yep. Okay.
Okay, a little, kind of similar. So Jake knows. Yeah, it does look like eyelids because he definitely has more surface space on his eyelids, and his brows do look raised, Jake. So, agreed.
Honey, this cheek business here, and to have just so thin here, he looks like a different person. Try to go back to what you had.
I think it's too late. Ruby, don't take your love to town.
Yeah.
Ruby, don't take. How's that go, Nana?
Oh, Ruby, don't take your love to town.
That was Ghetto Superstar. That is what you are. Coming from afar, reaching for the stars. Yeah, that was Ghetto Superstar in the 90s. The song by, was it Maya?
Really?
Maya and somebody and some other people.
Maya and the Carrie?
Ghetto Superstar. That is what you are. Yep, yeah, that was a good one. That was a banger.
I miss Kenny. There is something out on YouTube that was so cute. It's Kenny Rogers and Lionel Richie, and they're doing a show together. Well, Kenny Rogers was doing the show, and he had Lionel come up. It is so sweet. It is so sweet. Anyway.
So Kenny Rogers was doing a show, but he's dead, right?
Yes, he's passed on.
Okay, sorry. So it's not current. And he had Lionel Richie, who's
I don't watch
dead.
anything current.
Okay, that was some stale tea for Nana. Jake says less cheek mask, new eyelids, and a brow lift. Definitely went under the knife. Ooh.
Oh, Jake, you are good.
It's good. Kenny Rogers Roasters. Yes, he owned a KFC ripoff. No way. I lived in Arizona for 6 years. Was it new?
What was it called?
I think Kenny Rogers Roasters.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. He's just hot. He's been hot for a long time. So,
oh my gosh, same haircut. Simon needs a new haircut. He's got that same. It just doesn't have shape. It's like a plate on his head. Do you see here? Let me.
It looks like
a plate.
Looks like Sergeant Carter.
Oh yes,
on
Dirty
Gomer
Bastard.
Pyle. USMC.
Nana loves ODB. R.I.P. ODB too. He was in it. Ghetto Superstar.
Miss T. Lionel, she did not get fillers.
Who said that?
Miss T, you're so funny.
He did? Lionel, he probably did.
Oh, honey, he doesn't need anything. God gave him a beautiful voice, a wonderful body, and just a face that's just like an angel. Linda and I went to see him, and my sister Karen, and we went to see him at the state fair. It was the best concert at the fair we've ever seen.
Plastic Surgery said, has Lionel Richie had plastic surgery? Plasticsurgerypro.info says, let's pull it up, Nana. We might have to expose your boyfriend.
No, I don't believe that Kenny did anything like that.
Kenny, we're talking about Lionel. How many boyfriends do you have, Nana?
Oh, I meant Lionel. I'm sorry.
Oh
I'm getting,
my
you know how you
gosh.
get a little tired.
We're
I've
about
had
to
a big
start
day.
slut shaming you, Nana. Okay.
I mean, look at him.
Nana's normally the slut shamer,
We were pretty close too. I mean, we had really good seats.
you and him? You and Lionel?
No, we had pretty good seats. So I mean, it's not like I could reach out and touch him, Linda and I, but oh my God, he
Reach
was hot.
out and touch.
He's just
Mims is here. Mims says, why is Nana dressed so foxy tonight? Does she have a
Honey,
hot date after the show?
hi, Mims. I had an extra $9, so I ran to Target. I never go to Target. Well, nobody does, but I never go to Target and get my one thing that I need and get out of there real quick, especially during this holiday season. So then I go around the loop and I come back and I go, oh, well, I like that kind of turtleneck look because it covers up.
Oh, well,
Speaking of chicken neck.
Oh, Nana, you're beautiful. Well, Mims has been posting cute pics too of him, like Christmas stuff and some vlog type stuff. So if you guys if you're not onto the Mims yet, go over to Mims channel and hit that
Love Mims.
subscribe.
Oh, Mims.
So has he had plastic
look
surgery?
At that. Oh,
well,
look at
Nana
that
popped a
picture.
boner.
Oh
Best
my
known
God.
for
Did
leading
she ever?
hits like Hello and also All Night Long. Nana's turtleneck goes all night. Would you take your turtleneck off for Lionel? Nana, go. Keep it together. His face hardly shows creases, and the vocalist is over 70 years old. So unless he has some type of fabulous genes, after that, I'm certain he has a couple of youth reviving secrets hidden under his belt. Well, they didn't.
Anything
time for the investigation.
Anything under Lionel's belt is good.
Okay, Nana's starting to yell. Time for the investigation, Nana. Ready?
All right, ready.
Here's your boyfriend. I imply if you've had an effective profession for 50 years as he did, you would certainly be blessed to have the best cosmetic surgeon to aid you to look great as well. So we have, did Lionel have Botox? Lionel plainly has even more natural lines in his more youthful days. But for some reason, his face in the after image looks a lot smoother and also is literally line-free. While it may hold true that black don't crack, individuals also do not age in reverse. Well, wasn't that Benjamin Button though? Hello. Why does Lionel look younger then? It's simply he could be obtaining Botox. Has Lionel had a facelift?
No.
Look at Nana.
No.
If Lionel's face obtains normal Botox, then I wager he obtains a facelift. His face in this photo looks tighter as well as stretched. That's not nice. Do not find out about you, but I see what? Do not find out about you, but I see an apparent lift on the upper part of his face, the cheeks and forehead. This is according to plasticsurgerypro.info. Did he get a hair transplant?
Quit lying about him. Stop it.
No, that's what I say. I say black don't crack, but white melts. I say, but white. Oh no, I say black don't crack, but white shatters. That's what happens.
He's just hot. Look at those glasses. Look at him. I mean, I just imagine him to be just such a nice man.
He's a nice man, Nana, who might have got a hair transplant. Let's read on. Lionel has actually kept his trademark lavish and curly hair for many years. However, these before and also after photos inform me that he has had some thinning moments. Was this a very early indication of hair loss? I assume so. And also appears like he captured it early also and had the ability to remedy his declining hairline via a hair transplantation procedure. Or maybe he just put Rogaine with minoxidil like some of the guys do. You know, what about a nose job? Although Lionel was a vital figure in making We Are the World a globally sensation together, they need to work on their spelling and stuff for this, their grammar on this website.
Okay.
With Michael Jackson, he certainly left his very own nose. Sorry, Michael. There's nothing different here to see, so no rhinoplasty. Lionel Richie before and now. He is very handsome. To gather more evidence of Lionel Richie's
so talented
cosmetic surgery allows go over his physical adjustments over the years. You must be able to tell if he's maturing normally by the end of this. Okay, so we have young Lionel, cutie patootie, little glasses, very Buddy
Oh,
Holly-esque.
yes, so
Okay.
cute.
Here's a
And there
throwback,
he is
him in
with
high
his
school.
Commodores.
What's the song that Chell likes by the Commodores that says it reminds him of me? He told you. Nana doesn't remember. She's like Lisa Barlow.
If it's not about me, why should I remember?
So Lionel was the vocalist. Nana knows all about this. He had big hair, or he had an afro, they're saying, which was the
Yes.
trend back then.
Most
And
definitely.
also used to have a mustache.
He still does.
Oh. Commodore participants wore slick costumes that left a lasting impact on their fans. Was it tight in the crotch, Nana? Lionel's pants back then?
I don't think we cared about that. Yes, it was. No.
When you went solo in 82, you were a mother by that time, Nana.
I was the mother. Yeah.
Is Lionel Richie my real father?
Honey,
Lionel
if he
went
was,
solo.
I wouldn't
we'd
be
have
buying
money.
$9 tops.
We'd be buying nicer tops. Lionel went solo. Okay. So we see here, short and
Yes,
tidy.
he
I think
did.
this is the cutest pick. 1996 was a good year for Lionel.
He's just so darling. He just, oh my God.
Good year for him. Okay. 2000, they're saying first taste of Botox, Nana.
Well,
right.
you know, what are you going to do?
And then in 2006, he looks like a 30-year-old. And in 2014, a legend. And then too much injections, they're saying. That's not nice.
No.
70 years old in this picture, yet I assume that he has overdone it with the Botox. His cheeks are also puffy, and there's a minor bump on his forehead. Nana's going to beat whoever did this up.
They're just so jealous. I can't even hardly stand it.
They're so jealous of him. And then in 2021, he wanted to launch his own cosmetic line. Oh, that's nice. Very high eyebrows. Jake, if you're still here, we need your ruling. Okay. Don't tell me Lionel is wearing a lace front. He's not. They said it might be a hair transplant. But
what is
not
a lace front, honey? What is that?
Wig. Like a lace front wig. I'll teach you about it sometime.
No, honey. No.
No, you don't think so? He's not wearing a wig? Okay.
No, he's not wearing a wig. Oh, God,
Okay.
no.
Nana ain't having it. Leave Lionel alone, she says. She's like, leave Britney
I'm serious.
alone.
I mean, look at him. I mean, and then to have so much talent.
And so little lines.
Oh, my God.
All right. Well, here's the final verdict. Like numerous celebrities, I think Lionel Richie has actually had some cosmetic treatments. Duh. Hello. He's a celebrity. In spite of his privileged way of living, his ageless appearance could not possibly be the product of genetics. That's what this website's saying. I truthfully believe he has actually a doctor hidden in his telephone directory. Oh my God. That's a weird way to say it. The images of his improvement cannot exist. I believe he's had Botox and he might have had a facelift or an eye lift. If real, Lionel's very early treatments were refined and at the very least natural looking. I think he looks great. Nonetheless, I've got to confess that he could be taking way too much supply on this obsession. What? They are really considering that his most recent Botox face does not look natural any longer. Take it back, Nana.
You know what? I would never read this crap again.
Never again. Who wrote this shit?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Author redacted. They knew it, Nana. They knew they were a lying ass, defamatory POS.
Is that the guy's name?
Redactor. It's redactor. Well, oh my gosh, right?
Just leave him alone.
Someone fixed the punctuation. I mean, it was a horrible website. And it's a .info. Come on, let's get it together. We're not getting all the info. I think, Jake said, okay, it's official. Jake knows more than plastic surgery pro.info. He's definitely been under the knife.
You know what, honey? I wish I was the knife.
Nana wants to be under him, or you could be on top. Okay, I see what you did there. I see what you did there, Nana.
Sorry.
You sicko. Sean said, Sean must be a little behind watching. Hey, Sean, when you catch up, says, I definitely think it was Jen. I think Heather would protect Jen so much and knew it could further affect her legal future. So she wanted to protect her. I agree, Sean. I agree. Heather is Lisa Rinna to Erica Jane. Ooh, good.
I got to think about that. Heather is Lisa Rinna.
She would defend her through anything at this point.
I get that. Okay.
Terrible article.
That was good. That was
I
a
know,
good
don't
way to put
dissolve
it.
those fillers. Nope, nope,
No,
nope.
honey. I mean, Lionel is the best. Nobody can, they write shit about him all day long. Jealous MF.
Jealous bastards. So yeah, that's that. Atherella's in the chat. Hey, Atherella.
Hi,
Atherella
Atharella.
says, I see the resemblance when we're dancing on the ceiling. Whoa, oh,
Nana
oh.
wants to cut a bee. What does that mean, Miss T?
Oh, this is an Ask Nana.
Oh,
Before we get out of here, nope, we got to ask you, and I got to throw up the Ask Nana, so I have to switch our background real quick to pull that up. This is an Ask Nana segment. Yes, good job, Nana. Good
thanks.
job.
Ooh,
So proud of you.
I'm
trying to
ready for
find-
Jeopardy. Okay, Jolene, what is a pussy?
All right. We haven't had to Ask Nana in so long that it's not even on the Married to Bravo
It's
thing
all right. You don't
anymore.
have to do that.
I love
know
an
what
Ask
it is
Nana.
now.
Thank you.
Now I know what it is because, and Miss
Okay.
T said, this was funny, Miss T. Gravity had to catch up with Lionel because he's been dancing on the ceiling. Now that is good. That's good, honey. That's so good.
We
And
miss
I
you,
love-
Atherella.
Yes,
She's
we
she
sure
hasn't been
do.
around for a little bit, and I don't know what feel better,
we-
Atherella. Feel better. We love you. Take care of yourself.
Yes,
Let
we
us know if
do.
you need anything. We can make you get well bracelets, and Nana can make soup. Can you make soup, Nana?
I am learning how to do different things that I'm not used to doing. I made some bars, little bars today that were so simple.
Ooh,
Burrs. I made some burrs for the potluck. Yeah. Anyway.
Okay, Nana. So I'm sorry. What did Miss
well,
T say? So she says Nana wants to cut a bee. Nana. So to ask Nana, you said, what does that mean? Wants to cut a bee. What do you think it means?
now that means I want to hurt somebody. It means cut a bitch. Am I right?
A bitch. Yep, Nana, you want to cut a bitch. Did that article make you want to cut redactor?
I just think that's just a mean thing to say. And I know journalists are, they have to put something out there to grab people's attention. What's wrong with saying something nice about a man who's so talented and so beautiful and has
Read
had
'em,
just
Nana.
a wonderful, wonderful career? Shame on you.
I
Okay.
meant
How's
it to
that?
go the other way for you to be the
That's
big.
okay. Well,
No, I
that's,
disagree.
I'm used to that. I'm used to that.
I'm sorry.
Don't you worry.
Sorry.
Don't
I'm
you worry your
sorry.
pretty little head about it.
Yes,
No,
put your
nobody
hearts
puts
in the chat for Atherella, you guys. Get
Ye-
well, get well.
yes. After all, we have
Yeah.
missed you. Yes.
Nana. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it means you want to cut a birch.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Is that true? Is that right? Did I get it right?
You got it right. Nana
Oh,
got
good.
it. Woo! You get the prize. Well, I kind of liked going on right after the show. I think we should keep this up now that I can watch it in your time zone. What do you guys think?
I enjoy it. I'd give it a 10.
Nana,
And you know what?
I
I
enjoy
enjoy it. And I still think it was Whitney. So okay. But you know what? We should wrap this up tonight because Nana's getting really tired and I love you
Yep.
all. Thank you
Thank
for
you, guys.
joining us. Thank you for talking about Lionel Richie. I know I have some nice dreams tonight. I just so talented. Oh my God.
Oh, she's gonna go to bed with a boner. Nana and I will be back next week. The show is not on, but it'll be back January 4th.
Oh, it's not on, honey?
Yeah, I think they're taking Christmas week off because we got
Okay.
Christmas. But
Okay.
Nana and I will be starting a new show in addition to this one because we're not going to do 90 Day right now. We're just not into 90 Day anymore. So we will be doing a new show, a weekly show where we just talk about a myriad of things and pop culture and kind of what we did at the end of this, I think. Little news stories, life stuff, dissecting plastic surgery. Maybe that'll be a segment. If Jake pops in the chat, he can be
I
our
love
person
it.
that we
I love it.
go to. Stories about the fam bam, funny stuff, just Nana and Joleen tangents. But we need your help because we need a name for this show. 90 Day with Nana sounds good. We loved the name of that show.
I love it.
We would like another good name. So please, when this video posts, put it in the comments so I can go back and look. So not in the chat right now, but in the actual comments with your name recommendation so I can take a look at it. So something with Nana.
Yeah.
We had like
I would love that.
night pants with Nana. I mean, we had Nana's night pants, something, could play on something like that. But if you have, any suggestions, and we might do it We might do it Friday nights.
We'll have
We'll
to
see. We'll
talk.
pick a
We'll
day.
talk.
Yeah.
But I had something up just a minute ago, honey.
Oh, sorry.
And
Oh, Tower
that's
of
okay, Erin.
Power, Commodores, Earth,
Honey,
Wind of Fire, Fabulous Days of
Erin,
Music, Aaron says.
Erin, you are so young to know all this good music. I applaud you, honey. Tower of Power,
Ooh,
one of the
Dish with
best.
Nana and
All
Joe.
horns, so good.
We could have it called Dish, Nana. Dish. That's kind of fun. Nonsense with
Yeah.
Nana. That's kind of fun too.
That's cute too, Missy. Yeah, you
Yeah.
guys
So
are
the
having
question to put in the comments is,
nonsense.
to answer in the comments once it posts is, give us your name suggestions for our new weekly talk show. Okay.
I always forget the question after the show. I love you, Nana. Oh, you're 65, honey? Shut up.
Ooh, in the bush with
Erin.
Nana. Make sure you put these good suggestions down in the comments, and we will end it before they forget the question. Oh, Nana's back. Oh God, here we go.
I'm sorry, Erin. I'm sorry.
It's going to talk about the blizzard. We have to go. We have to go.
We're going to talk about the blizzard. We're talking.
Oh God.
We are getting,
God.
guys. I said don't even go on the roads on Friday. Now she took me off completely. She's such a sweet girl. I hope you get coal in your stocking. Anyway.
Oh my gosh. Hot dish. Oh, we should do a play on hot dish. Okay, put it in the
Well,
comments
honey,
after a post. Put in the
hot
comments.
dish, so just think it's about me. Gosh.
Oh, okay. Merry Christmas, everyone. Nana's the hottest. We love you, Nana. We love you guys. Thank you for the support. Thank you for your comments. Leave your name suggestions for our new show once the video posts. Hit the like if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. And everyone tell Nana how pretty she is.
And thank you so much, you guys, for joining us tonight. Thank you, mods. Thank you, everyone that just came out to just
Get well, Atharella.
Atharella, please. Yes, thank you.
All right. Love you guys. Good night,
Okay.
Nana.
Good night, baby.